Today is another crazy day. Why? Because we have a student that recently, today, by the time I'm making this video, will probably be a few days later, but from November 14 to March 23, made 100K in sales with his products. And this is only the beginning. I strongly believe that we can reach 250K, even half a mil with this product. We'll see how can we do it, but we have a lot of tools in our sleeve in order to help the students. So basically what happened is he started testing product like every other student, wasn't getting results, but eventually he finds something that was able to stick, and he was making money, but he wasn't very profitable. As you can see, if I share with you the screenshot right here, he had a CPA of $22. He was making profit, but not so great. So he needed our help in order to make even more profit. Because as you can see, look, we had some horrible CTR on here. Obviously, still making money at the end of the day doesn't matter, but those things can be improved. And that's what I'm looking. I'm looking, okay, what is the CPC? The CPC is still great, but the CTR is not. So there's things that we can improve on the creative in order to make it even better. Add to carts are great, but not as much. So is there a way that we can play around in order to make sure that each clients do an extra action? Like if 20% more clients do an action of more add to cart or more clicks, then down the line it will lead to more sales. So that's what we wanted to do, and it went from 22 CPC to $13 22 CPA, sorry, to $13 on average CPA. So again, another amazing campaign that we created here. And look at the CTR on here. The CTR is incredible. We fixed the majority of the problems, and because of that, he was able to achieve 100K and was able to make quite a decent amount of money with that 100K in revenue. So that's what you want to do, guys. When you're struggling, there's always a solution. Look, if he did everything by himself, if he didn't contact me, what would have happened? He would have probably made 10% profit, 15% profit. And that's not a good profit in dropshipping. You don't want to work so hard, make 100K and only make $10,000, $12,000 at the end of the winning product, and you don't want that. So again, look, another results right here. Basically what we have been doing is we have been working on the creative, and he has uh, been updating me daily on what he's doing, and I've been helping him daily, weekly, on calls, out of calls, with message text, and we work on the creative. Because at the end of the day, if you have a winning product, what is a winning product? Well, a winning product is a product that makes consistent sales. You definitely see that he's making consistent sales. So now the only thing that you should focus on is the creative, and you should also focus on being efficient with your ads. Because look at this right here. On here, the CPA is $47. So he's spending a little bit too much on this side, but it doesn't matter. The other ones are great. But those, like here, $47, if you have too many of them, it will destroy the CPA and will make you break even. That's not what you want. So you need to make sure that you analyze each one of your campaigns, each one of your ads, to understand that, okay, am I profitable? Yes. Can I cut some losses? Can I cut some unprofitable ads? Yes. So that's what we've been focusing on. And as you can see, the CTR, okay, 1.7 17, 1.22, 3 here, not so great, but overall, with the brand new campaigns that we have created, it's still doing amazing. And this was basically the beginning. Later on, what happened is, again, let's click on here, and as you can see, CPA doing amazing, ROAS doing amazing. The campaigns are getting better overall, and that's the beauty of things, guys. When you know what you're doing, look at this: 13.97. Look at the other one, 13.61. Look at the other one, 13.92. So we went from a unstable $22 CPA, and sometimes it was even higher than that. I just took like the first screenshot that I've seen, and to a stable $13. So $13 here, $13 here, and those are all different screenshot, guys. $13 here. So we were able to find a place of balance, a place of stability. And that's what you want when you're scaling your product. Not every product can scale the same. I remember when I was speaking with him at the beginning, he was like, okay, but Gilberto, let's scale harder. Let's go aggressive. And I'm like, no, this is not what you should do now. You should find new interests. You should create more creative. You should focus on what truly matters. Now, let's not focus on the money. The money will come is if the structure is properly placed. And as you can see, after we place the structure, we analyze everything, and we were able to change the $22 CPA to a $13 overall. Then what happened is he's starting being consistent, he's starting being profitable, and he's starting being able to pack cash one day after the other. At the end of the day, guys, you need to understand something. The goal is not to have a big number on your screen. That doesn't help at all. I see a lot of dropshippers that are like, yeah, I made $1 million. Yeah, but you made 50K in profit. That doesn't make any sense. What you want to do is you want to focus on your product, scale it as much as you can, but with a smart strategy. You cannot scale your product if you only have one creative. Why? Because this creative will fade away so quickly because it's only one creative. So you need to have multiple creative. And attached to all those creative, you need multiple interests. So it will be like a spider web. It will be like a spider web of different creative, different interests, and you will be able to make money stably for a long period of time. Why? Well, because if you have a spider web, if one interest die or one creative die, it doesn't matter. You have 14 of them, and each 14 of those creative has 5 interests. So it's not the end of the world. But if you only have one creative with 10 interests, then what happens if your creative die? All of your interest dies, and you start from point zero. And there's something in dropshipping that is called momentum. And if you don't have a good momentum, it's going to be hard to come back from a product that started making money, got unprofitable because the ad was exhausted, and now you need to go back up again. So that's not what you want to do. And as you can see right here, on here, I think, is this another screenshot? Maybe, is that another one? Yeah, I think it's another one. 13.97. Great. And as you can see, this is one day, guys. So spend 369 to make $1,000, 357 to make 917, and it's a small product, so it doesn't cost much. It's probably cost like a few dollars to ship it. It's not the end of the world, but at the end of the day, he made $100,000 from November 14 to March 23. Let's say, okay, let's say that from that it's we end up with like $20,000 profit margin or $25,000 profit margin. That's an insane amount of money for the first time that you're doing dropshipping. Most businesses, you will go bankrupt before you start making any money. With this product right here, a single product, he made 100K in sales. Obviously, if he contacted me earlier, we would have made even more money. But at the end of the day, he's learning. He's going to test more product eventually. He's going to find more winners. But from November 14 to March 23, make 100K in sales with a 6% conversion rate. That's something incredible that everybody should be proud of. And at the same time, you want to know something? He's still working a full-time job. So he made an extra between 20 to 30 grand in profit with what? A job. Yes. So he's doing this part time. Think about this when he find another winner, start making 6 figures profitably for the first year, and eventually dedicate himself to only do drop shipping. It will do woo, to the moon. And that's what you want. But at the end of the day, everything is step by step. Everyone is rushing things. As you can see, look, $22 CPA, not bad, but could have been better. From there, $13 CPA, $13 CPA, $13 CPA, and everything is like that. So what does that mean? Guys, it means that stop rushing the process. Try to build a structure first and try to, if you don't know what you're doing, seek help. That student came to me and he's like, Gilberto, I'm making money, but it's not crazy, and I'm making sales every day. I need help. Well, that's why I'm here for. So stop, because a lot of you are going to be, drop shipping doesn't work. Maybe I find a win. Most of you will not find winners because you're not consistent. You don't have the strategies. But for the ones that are, let's say, lucky, because you can be lucky, you find a winner, you will make like 5K in profit out of 100K in sales. That's nonsense. Why? Because you don't seek for help. You don't have the right structure. And I will make a video with this student, and I will make a video where I share things with him, I speak with him, and he will tell you, did he need to take the mentorship? And the answer would be yes, 100% guarantee. Why? Because he wasn't able to do anything by himself. And when I started, he was always complaining, saying, and that's okay, I understand. And that's what I want from my students. I want them to challenge me so I can give them the real answers of everything. And he challenged me on all my points. Oh, but why you did this? Why you did that? But why are we not going faster? I'm like, wait a second. Follow this. Trust me, you will start making money. We did it little by little, started making money. The CPA started lowering down. The CPA started to become more and more stable. And now we reach 100K in sales. And he's like, oh my God, I was so wrong with everything. Yes, it's normal. I've been doing it for 7 years. I was wrong all my life with ads. But eventually, when you make money, when you understand and you apply everything consistently, you start seeing some patterns. And I was seeing all the patterns, all the failures that I had in my life. I see it in him. I was like, there's no way I would let him spend so much money to end up with no money at all. I need to help that guy. I helped him with the help of my brother, and we were able to make a decent amount of money for him. So yeah, guys, this is the video of today. If you have any question whatsoever, let me know down below. And yeah, at the end of the day, it's all about the results, and we provide results. So you guys, wish you all an amazing rest of the day. Take care and peace out.